It's Thanksgiving, and that means it's time to think about all the things you're grateful for. But unfortunately for most people, they're so busy that they can never reflect on all the great things that are happening in their life. Now I can tell you, for me, I became aware of this in my own life as somebody who's always trying to push forward and conquer the next thing. I started to implement some routines in my life that allowed me to take a step back and just appreciate everything that was good. And in this video, I want to share some of those tips with you because I know it can drastically change your life and your mindset. If you're new to my channel, my name's Ryan Pineda. I'm a real estate investor and entrepreneur here in Las Vegas. I've flipped hundreds of homes, I've bought hundreds of rentals, and I own multiple businesses doing millions a year in profit. If you want to see how my businesses can help you, you can get a free consultation at ryanpineda.com. Now, first off, I want to say that I'm super grateful for you. My life has completely changed since I got on YouTube last year, and it's all because of the continued support of these videos. So I'm super grateful for all of my subscribers. Thank you very much. My life has completely changed since I got on YouTube last year. And I gotta be honest with you, I have so much more purpose today than I had a year and a half ago before YouTube. I would have never imagined how much more purpose I have from making these videos. All of the comments, all of the DMs, people just telling me how much the videos have impacted them, it really has changed my life. And all of that engagement just fuels me to make more content. So even if I don't respond, just know it is working. And if you ever see me in public, do not be afraid to say hi. You're not disturbing me, you're not ruining my night or anything. I really enjoy it, and all of those interactions just push me to continue growing. So I just wanna say I'm super thankful for you and all of my subscribers. Now, let's talk about some things that you can do to stay in a constant state of thankfulness and gratefulness. For me, there are 3 different things that I focus on. The first one is that I always write things I'm grateful for every single morning. Now, I've been doing this for about 5 years now, and it's completely changed my life. There's something magical that happens when you actually write down things. And that's something that I've done consistently for the last 5 years, whether it was writing down my goals, whether it was writing down things I'm grateful for, or whether it was writing down prayers. There is power in writing. And it's not like you have to do anything crazy. For me, I like to write down 3 things I'm grateful for every single morning. And those things vary. Sometimes they're really big things in my life, and other times they're really small things that people take for granted. If we close a big deal or a big client, I definitely write that I'm grateful for that. But I also write little things that people probably don't even think about. For instance, the other day I wrote that I was grateful for a conversation I had with somebody. It was a friend that I hadn't talked to in a while, and it was just good to catch up. And there are so many other things you need to constantly remind yourself to be grateful for, like being healthy. I think the pandemic showed everybody that your health could be in jeopardy tomorrow, no matter how well you take care of yourself. So just being grateful for being alive and healthy and able to go out and work for a living. These are things that I do on a daily basis, and I have done for the last 5 years. Now, if you do want to start doing this and you want to start journaling, I actually have a planner I created that you can download completely for free at ryanpineda.com. And that's what I use, and I currently enjoy it, but I also see the benefit of getting just a standard journal that you can physically write in. But just get in the habit of writing 3 things you're grateful for every day and see how much your life changes. The second thing I want you to do is more of a mindset shift. I want you to learn to be content while striving to be better. As entrepreneurs and investors, many of us are so focused on the future, thinking about our returns and what kind of investment we can make today so that it bears fruit tomorrow. We're thinking about how big we want to scale our business to and what the next strategic move is. And I'm not here to say that any of those things are wrong, but you need to figure out how to be content today while still striving to be better tomorrow. I see so many people that are really successful yet unhappy. And one of the big reasons is because they're not at their eventual goal yet. They might have already made $1 million, but their goal is $10 million. And so they feel like they haven't made it, and they feel unhappy, they feel like they're failing. And it seems really stupid when you look at it because they're really successful people. But this is a lot more common than you think. And even when you take it down a level, there are a lot of people who are making $100,000 a year who are extremely unhappy. They just can't wait until they can quit their job. They can't wait until they buy that first rental property. It's always the issue of wanting something that they don't yet have. And that's a really hard habit to break for people who are really driven and goal-oriented. But I can tell you, even in my own life, when I wasn't making a lot of money or having a ton of success, I was always very content and very happy with what I did have. I'll tell you, when Mindy and I got married back in 2013 and we started flipping couches, I was extremely happy with it, making money and providing for my family. And during that time, I wasn't thinking about, man, I don't own any rental properties. I don't own real estate. I was just happy that I had a career that provided for my family. Now, that didn't mean that I wasn't striving to go figure out how to do better. I was trying to figure out what the next move was while still being content with what I had. And that has played out for me throughout the years. When I maxed out my credit cards to flip our first house, I was extremely happy. I wasn't looking at all the other flippers who were doing way more deals than me and worrying about them. I was just grateful to flip my first house and be on the right track. And as I built my businesses and started my YouTube channel, I didn't want to look at what other guys were doing who had been doing it way longer than me. It's easy to get caught in that trap of the comparison game and say, oh man, they're so far ahead of me. How am I ever gonna catch up? It's like, no, I'm very happy with where my channel is today. I'm very content. I'm super proud of what we've accomplished, but at the same time, we're still gonna always try to improve and make it better and better. So my point with those stories is that no matter where I've been in my life, I've been very content. And you get to make that choice today. It doesn't matter how much you're making or what your job is, you get to make the choice of how you feel today. So choose to be content and grateful for what you do have. The third thing I want you to do to become more grateful is to start taking at least one day off a week. There are a lot of entrepreneurs who pride themselves on working 7 days a week. The only days off they get might be today on Thanksgiving or Christmas. Other than that, they're working. But I'll tell you, as somebody who has lived both types of lives, one working every day of the week, the other not working on the weekends and taking that time off, not working is way better. It's not because you're lazy or that you're not working hard, it's because you do need time to rest. And during that rest period, you get so many different benefits. You get this time to reflect on all the things that you're grateful for. You get this time to rest and let your body recover so you're at maximum strength. And you get time to enjoy the things that life has to offer and to enjoy the fruits of your labor. What's the point of working so much if you can never enjoy it? At the end of the day, if God rested after he created the world, then you probably should rest too. As for me, I like to take Saturdays and Sundays off and hang out with my family. If you want to follow the same schedule, I highly recommend it, but I definitely think you need to figure out how to take one day off a week. And I'll tell you, my businesses, my life, my happiness, my emotional health, my physical health, everything has gotten so much better while resting. And I know that it can do the same for you. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.